Hello and welcome back. This is going to be the start of part 2 of the Zero to Hero Temple Challenge. And we left off continuing on with our Spymaster Russian Tech chain here. And so we've got a garrison to place down here, and all we're looking for next is to continue onwards with a Spymaster here in this spot. So we can go ahead and run the temple here. I'm not going to place any additional rooms down. I could just throw a room down here, but I don't really think it's necessary. So we'll go ahead and run it. I don't think we're gonna lock the room here, and let's just hope for Spymaster on the next run. Okay, we lost something there. I don't remember what it was. We're just gonna place back down. I guess a golem works, and still just waiting for our Spymaster. So we'll be back shortly. Okay, we're back, and I got an armory, so we'll save this for continuing the Spymaster chain. Let's close it up. And no Spymaster yet again, so all we can do is place down another and keep going until we hit the Spymaster. This is the tedious Russian tech that we have to be patient with, I suppose, right? Okay, same as last time. Let's close it up. Once again, no Spymaster. We're still just waiting on the Spymaster. So, just like last time, we'll place down a room that grants us a small chance for the level up medallion. We are kind of full on medallions already, so it kind of really doesn't matter. We want to keep this, and I probably would delete this if I did drop a lock medallion, so it doesn't really matter. We'll go ahead and place the commander down. Alright, so we lost the garrison, but we got it back, so it doesn't matter. We want to make sure to use the cards from the we want to make sure to use the medallions, or not use our medallions is what I'm trying to say, to save these and use the ones that we are given on the left side here. And so again, no spy masters, so same as last. We'll just run the temple again, hoping we hit the spy master. Okay, we got a fourth lock, and let's close it up and hope we hit the spy master. No spy master. So yeah. So what I'm not going to do here is place another room back down, because again, I don't want these rooms in the middle to interfere with me wanting this room to destabilize. I'm going to need these two rooms to destabilize when I place down my spy master, so I don't want to, you know, these rooms in the middle to ruin my chances of the rooms destabilizing when I need them to. So, and then again, even if I do lose this here, I do have a backup garrison here. So yeah, we're not going to place any rooms here, and we'll just run the temple again. All right, we got another lock. We're sitting on 5 locks now, so we're in a really good spot here. We just need to hit that spy master, and we missed it again. We've got our chain still stabilized. So yeah, I'm gonna continue to not place rooms down. We're still only losing one room at a time here when we destabilize. So we're just gonna run the temple again and hope for the spy master. Okay, we're back. Let's close it up. And we're just again on a really tough streak here, not hitting the spy masters. Um, we're gonna continue to not place rooms. What I might do here is lock this room when I come back for before I close this temple here. So, I am sitting on 5 locks. We don't need them all just yet, but I am in a position where I kind of do have enough to where I can spare to use one to keep this alive. So we'll see what happens after I run this temple. All right, I'm back, and we still have 5 locks, so I am going to go ahead and lock this here down. We're down to 3 loose rooms here, so this could be destabilized. It's a 1 in 3, so I'm going to go ahead and lock it just to be safe. I know I have a backup one, but I'd like to save this for future. So let's lock it and see. And okay, there we go. We got the Spy Master, so we can place our Spy Master down. Um, and now, yeah, so now what I'm going to do is I'm not going to place more rooms down because, again, we're going to go ahead and lock this. And that's all we need to lock, and then these two should destabilize. But then again, we're at the point here where we don't have enough rooms to where the temple's going to automatically destabilize 2 rooms. I think it's still at the stage where it's only going to destabilize 1 room. As you can see, the last few temples, there's been this pattern of it's only destabilizing 1 room. So I'm going to go ahead and run this temple, and yeah, I won't go ahead and place any rooms down. We'll continue to place more rooms after we've established more of a chain. But for now, I'm not going to do that. Let's just run it, and I'll lock this. I guess I can lock it now. I guess it doesn't really matter. We'll lock it now, and we'll run it. All right, we're back. Let's close it up. Now, again, unfortunately, I think because we don't have a large amount of rooms here placed, I think the temple's only going to destabilize 1 room. It very well may destabilize this here, but we're going to hope it destabilizes this one and or this one or both of them. But I don't think, like I said, I don't think it can destabilize 2 rooms just yet because we don't have enough rooms placed down. I could be wrong though. Let's close it and see. Yeah, exactly as I expected. So what we're gonna have to do again is lock here and and then close again, and so again we this here could still be destabilized instead of these two. So this is where I'm unsure. Like, is this where I want to place more rooms or place less rooms? I'm not 100%. Um, this is the tricky part here for me that I'm not 100% on. So I'm gonna go ahead and I think I'll just do, because like if we count how many rooms we have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Um, yeah, I'm not sure how the temple works when it comes to destabilization. Like if we have under 10 rooms, I guess it only destabilizes 1 room at a time. So maybe I'd be taking a gamble here, right? Because if I place a bunch of rooms down here, like let's say I place down the garrison, guardhouse, garrison, and golem, then again, these rooms would be susceptible to being destabilized, and the odds of these here destabilizing, I imagine, aren't very high. So I'm not sure here, guys. Because I can't really afford to waste locks. I do need to lock this again, no matter what. So that's what we're going to do. I know that much. Um, so you know what? Let's just run the temple, and I won't place any rooms down, and we'll see what happens. All right. I don't know what's going to happen here. Let's just close it up. Okay, there we go. We lost our. Okay, that's exactly what I wanted to happen. Very, very good. Um, so question is now to continue. Um, To continue our chain, we're going to put a guardhouse down here, and then we put an armory here. Or sorry, no, I almost messed that up. We're going to put the armory here, and then this is where we're going to run the architect. Yeah, this is where having this guy in this location is kind of tricky and kind of messes things up a bit, but I think there's nothing to worry about. All we're going to do is place down a armory, and then I guess I have to use my guardhouse. I guess I could. No, I can use the Chamber of Souls. Yeah, I can just use the Chamber of Souls here, and then, well, no, I guess we'll just use the garrison here, and then I'm gonna lock the garrison because this is gonna allow us to continue our spymaster chain. And then we'll run the architect here, and we're going to need to move him, and hopefully he moves away. The most ideal spot we want him to be when all things are said and done is right here in the dead center. But yeah, hopefully we can just move him away from our left side of the temple for now. I suppose, yeah, I'll place down some rooms in the middle here now. And yeah, and then we'll run the architect and see what happens. 2 locks and I got a spymaster medallion. Really, really lucky run, and the spymaster dropped off of the architect, and so we've got this here locked. We should be fine. We're gonna have a bunch of destabilization. I'm expecting either some of these rooms and or this room to destabilize, but because I locked this, I believe my whole chain will be protected, right? Let's find out. Yes. Okay. Holy. Oh my god. So he's one tile away from from being exactly where I need him to. But this is exactly what I was hoping for. He moved away from where I need him to be, and he's not going to be connected to any of my chain for the first portion of the snake chain. So this is really really good. I'm super super pleased. We're gonna go ahead and place our oh, okay, my mistake. We're out of charges now, so I'll see you guys back here when I get another 60 crystals, but this is really good. We've got ourselves 4 locks and a spy master, so the next time you see me back with 60 crystals, we'll be able to right away continue with the spy master chain. We're gonna have a corner here coming up, which is a little bit difficult, but we got everything we need to continue onwards. So really, really happy with the progress here. So I'll see you back when I've got it 60 crystals again. All right, guys, we're back with 60 crystals, and to pick up where we left off, we've got another continuation of our Russian snake chain. So the next step is to place another spy master down, and then we get to place a garrison down, and then we're looking to place another spy master down here, which we currently do not have. So for now, what we're just going to do is lock this room and hope for these two to destabilize. The next step would be to place a armory here, a garrison here, and a spy here. And then I believe what we would need to do is we would lock the spy here and the garrison here. And that's how we move forward. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we don't need to lock this room here. So that's all we can do for now. Our architect, just to recap from the previous, he's one tile over from being in the exact location I desire him into. But we'll end up having to move him, and we'll have to run. So basically, we'll just probably create a path up to him again, and so, but we'll worry about that again when we need to. That won't be for a while. Next step, like I said, is to find another spy master to continue onwards here with the chain. So we'll run the temple, and I'll see you back in a second. All right, we're back, and we got ourselves a armory, which is really really handy, and we got ourselves a +1 medallion. So we're gonna go ahead and close, and there we go. So we only lost the armory here. I think we're still uh, at the point where we don't have enough rooms to where the temple is going to destabilize more than one room at a time. I think we're at that threshold still where it only destabilizes one room. Again, I'm not 100% on how that works, but I think we'll probably arrive at that point in time where it's going to continue to start to destabilize 2 rooms or more at a time. Um, so here's the tricky part, um, because we still have this garrison here. Um, I think what I can do is, since I have an armory, um, this is tricky because we want this to destabilize, and we still don't have a spy master yet. So in order to continue with the spy master chain, right, we have to go armory here, garrison, and then we place our spy, which we still don't have. So, and I'm not sure if placing this armory here could mess things up. Obviously, what I could do is place the armory down and then lock this armory, and that way this may destabilize. I guess we could do that. We'll go. Yeah, but then again, that's gonna make a square, and we don't want to be doing that. So you know what? I'm gonna opt to just lock this garrison here instead again, and we'll just wait until this here garrison destabilizes in order for us to continue forward. So yeah, we spend one of our 3 locks, no spy master. Same as last time, and we'll run it and see what we get, and hopefully this destabilizes on the next go. All right, let's close it up. We did manage to get our lock back, and so let's close and hope our Legion Barracks here destabilizes. And so a tad bit unlucky. This went ahead and destabilized instead of this. Now again, I just, yeah, I don't think I can move forward here safely at least. Again, obviously, I don't even have the Spymaster, so once again, I think we just lock here, and then next go, this is guaranteed to destabilize, and then we'll continue forward with our armory here, and hopefully we get lucky and get our Spymaster on the next go, because then it would all kind of line up perfectly. We'd be able to continue onwards, and this is going to guarantee destabilize. So we'll see what happens. You might say I spoke it into existence because we not only hit an additional lock, but we got a really lucky Spymaster medallion to drop as well. So we're going to go ahead and close, and this is guaranteed to destabilize, and we'll be able to continue our chain, provided we just hit a garrison here on the next 6 cards or whatever. And oh wow. Okay, so yeah, okay, damn, that's that really hurts. Um, we, damn, that's just really unfortunate because we didn't hit the garrison. So I guess what we'll do now. Hmm, that's really brutal. That is kind of brutal. I guess you just let me see here. So you kind of gotta just go with the cards you're dealt, and sometimes it's not gonna work out as you hope it does. So you kind of gotta just play with what you've got. So in that case, I think what we'll do here is obviously let's make the most of this. I can save this Spymaster. But let's make the most of this. We're not going to be able to place it here because we don't have the garrison. So what I'll do is I'll place it down here, and this time it'll serve the purpose of leveling up one of our I don't know which ones it's going to choose, but we'll use it for the purposes of leveling up one of our spy masters here, and that's going to help because obviously going from a tier 1 spy master to a tier 3 is a pretty big deal, and it's important to do so. So okay, we'll go ahead and do that, and I guess what I could do is go ahead and place this down now, and I could lock it. I could place this down. I'll go ahead and lock it here. And what we could also do, but I don't think I will because again I'm a little short on locks. But if you had excess locks here, what you guys can do is you could lock this Spymaster here, and it'll level up. One of these Spymasters here will assassinate this one. Just make sure you enter this Spymaster here. Don't forget after you run your temple to enter the Spymaster, because one of these Spymasters is going to kill it, and that's what's going to trigger this Spymaster to level one of these ones up. So what you could do if you have excess locks, is you could lock this room, and the temple, I guess, isn't going to notice that you've done so, if that makes sense, and you'll be able to repeat that process over and over and use this here Spymaster to ensure all of your Spymasters are leveled up. But obviously I can't do that because we're a little too low on locks. I gotta be very careful with how I use my locks. So this will be a one-time use. It'll level one of them up to 2, and provided we hit a garrison, we can go and continue the chain. So all right, let's run it and see what happens. Okay, we're back, and this time we got a lucky garrison medallion and another lock medallion. So really happy with that. Let's go ahead and close it up. I am going to choose not to lock this here, just because, again, we want to save our locks. So this is going to level up one of these here Spymasters. Don't know which one, so let's see. Okay, so it leveled this one up to 2. And then what I can do here, but so you can see it's level 2 now, but it still only says level up low chance for a lock medallion. So what I'll go ahead and do on this one is level this one up to 3, and now it's got a high chance. So now we've just got ourselves a higher chance of getting more medallions, which is really helpful, especially early on in this progression. And so we did get lucky with a garrison here, so I won't need to use my own. I'll be able to save this for maybe later on when I don't get a garrison here from the temple. So we can go ahead and place this down. And we do have 2 locks, so yeah, so we're gonna place this down here. We place the spymaster here, and then what we'll be able to do is we're gonna lock here and lock here, lock here and lock here, and this should destabilize. This should be safe. I don't believe we need to lock this. I think all we need to lock is these two, so we should be okay. And we won't place any more rooms down to ensure that this does destabilize. So we'll go ahead and run the temple, and we'll be back in a second. All right, we're back. Let's close. And just as expected, we lose our armory, and we get to continue onwards. So once again, now we're just looking for another spy master. Now this is kind of a tad bit scary because now we only have 1 lock left. But I'm not really worried here just yet. We will go ahead and lock this. And now is where I might start continuing to place down more rooms. But I won't. Let me see here. Um, I don't think I really need to just yet. Because next there'll be a spy master, and then a garrison. Um, yeah. No, I should be okay. We don't need to place any more rooms down. We've got this locked. I guess what I'll do is I'll place a path, and I'll place down I don't know. We'll place down a bronze works, and we'll place down a chamber of souls here just to try and give us a chance at some +1 medallions so we can start leveling up our spy masters. So yeah, I'm okay with that. I like that. Let's go ahead and run it again, and we're just hoping for a spy master once again. Okay, we're back once again, and this time we are without a lock medallion, so we already do have this locked, so we'll be fine this time. And obviously we'll get to run the temple again for a chance at another lock. But I think this is why I'm going to start placing rooms down again to kind of help with baiting the destabilization to keep our chain alive. I did manage to get a +1 medallion, but I am going to save that for when I do have another opportunity to level up some more spy masters. So if I can get one to level 2, I'll just use it to take it to level 3 really easily. But let's go ahead and close. And we lose 1 room here still. We're only losing 1 room here at a time. So what do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 rooms, and we're only losing 1 room at a time. So maybe this means I can start placing down more rooms. I think that's what I will go ahead and do. The sealed vault does not. The sealed vault does not give us a chance for a medallion. I'm gonna go ahead and place down the synth flesh just because we got an extra room. So we don't have any rooms that give us a chance for a +1 medallion. So in this case, I don't really know. Just I think I'll just put down a corruption chamber. It doesn't really matter, and we'll run it again. All right, we're back again, and we did manage to get 1 lock that run. So I suppose I will use it here on my garrison, but there is a part of me that wants to risk not locking the garrison just to hopefully start to build up a large amount of them again. And again, with the consideration that I have three rooms placed down here already, but again, I don't want to take the risk because I'm not sure if the temple's destabilizing 1 room at a time, or is it destabilizing 2 rooms now with the room numbers increasing. So we're going to go ahead and lock it just to be safe, and let's close it up. So yeah, we're only losing 1 room still at a time, which is interesting. I'm going to go ahead and place down a commander For a chance at the +1 medallion, we will place down a thaumaturge here for a chance at a medallion as well. And let's hope we hit a lock. And I guess if we don't, we've got some rooms here that hopefully end up destabilizing instead of this one here. Uh, my nightmare here would be losing the garrison and this spymaster. That would be a nightmare. That'd be a bit of a setback. We want to avoid that at all costs. So I guess we run the temple, hope for another lock. It seems like, I don't want to jinx myself, but it seems like I'm getting at least one lock every temple. So let's hope for the best. Okay, we got our lock back. So once again, just to have the peace of mind, I am going to go ahead and lock this. I don't want to run the risk, again, of losing this and or losing this and the spymaster, as I said last time. So I'm going to just lock it and give myself that peace of mind. Let's close it up and see. So see, there we lose 2 rooms. So, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 rooms. So I guess now we're at the point where, again, I don't know what the magic number is where the temple all of a sudden is okay, time to destabilize 2 rooms per closure. So I don't know. Either way, we're gonna place down Chamber of Souls here. And this does not, yeah, nothing else. I guess I could use the thaumaturge here, but this could be useful later on as well. So, you know what? I guess we'll place down the generator. We'll do that. And yeah, hopefully we get another lock again, and we can just lock this for the peace of mind. Otherwise, we are going to be at the mercy of the temple on this next one, and we'll just have to pray. But yeah, let's not worry about it. Let's just hope we get a lock and carry on. All right, we're back once again. We did manage to get a lock, so again, we'll use it just to have the peace of mind, to not run the risk of destabilizing our chain here. So let's lock and close again. And see, that time we lost another 2 rooms. We did get an altar of sacrifice, which we'll definitely be putting down, but still just waiting again on that spymaster. So in this case, I do want to save my golem works if I can afford to do so. So here, you know what I think I'll do? I'll place down my, yes, wait a second. Yes, wait. Let me check something here. Yeah. So we can place down the sack chamber, and then I'm going to go ahead and place down the thaumaturge in hoping to protect this from being destabilized, because this can come in handy, like I said. And then I'll place down a alchemy lab on the opposite side. And yeah, so it seems like we're destabilizing 2 rooms at a time here. So what could happen is, yes, ideally, again, we get a lock. We lock our Legion barracks. But then we could run into the issue where we lose these 2. But let's just hope if we run into that scenario, it doesn't destabilize our sack chamber. Because, yeah, this could come in handy. So we're kind of just place this for now in hopes that we can use it later on. So once again, all we can do is run the temple, waiting for that spy master. All right, we're back, and we did get another lock medallion, so same as last time, we'll go ahead and use it for the peace of mind. And let's hope we don't lose our sack chamber here. Okay, good. Really, really good. Just unfortunate, once again, we did not get our spy master. So all we're gonna do here is we'll place down a commander, and it's important for me to mention, I'm looking to place down rooms that, once again, that say gives me a low chance for the Quipolotls medallion, which is, if you didn't know, is the +1 medallion that we'll hopefully want to end up using to level up our spy masters or any other room we may need to level up. So we're gonna go ahead and place down the commander here. And that's all we've got. Actually, my mistake. Yeah, this is a bronze works. So let's place that down. All right, for the first time in a while, we unfortunately did not get a lock medallion, so we're at the mercy of the temple here. All I can do is close and hope we don't lose any of our chain, so let's pray. Alright, we'll have to get more crystals, so I'll go and farm 60 crystals, and I'll be back. Alright guys, we're back with 60 crystals, and to start things off, we do have a spymaster, but we don't have the armory to continue the chain. So what we're going to have to do next is go armory here, garrison here, and spymaster. But we cannot do that. So on this go around, we're gonna have to just use this spymaster as a way to level up one of our rooms, and then we can level that room up. Whichever one does get leveled up, we'll put that to 3. We don't have any locks, so if I get a lock on this run, I will probably likely lock my Legion barracks just again to be safe. But for now, I'll just place down a golem here. And I think that's all. I'll go ahead and do, and we'll run the temple, and hopefully we get a lock. If I get a lock, I'll probably get rid of the thaumaturge or a golem, possibly. So we'll see what happens. Unlucky, we did not get a lock. We're going to be at the mercy of the temple here. Let's pray we keep our progress and see what happens. All right, so the spymaster leveled up this tier to 2. And we only lost the garrison here. That's not the biggest of deals. We get to place down our garrison again. And now we've got our armory. So we can place our armory down. And then what we'll have to do is lock the armory. Well, actually, no. What we'll do, we don't have our garrison. Unfortunately, we don't have our garrison to continue. Well, sorry, I don't mean garrison. I mean spymaster. So let's see. Let's see. This is, man, I don't like this because we don't have a lock. This is really, I don't like this at all. What I think I'll do here is place down the depot, the armory here. So if we place it here and we're not able to lock, then we run the risk of losing all of this here and even more. I don't even know. I don't want to find out. So let's go ahead and we'll place down a smithy here. And I guess we'll place down a chamber here. And then I think what I'll do, again, just to hope to preserve this here. We don't want to go backwards. So if I get a lock, we can go ahead and place it here. But I don't know if I'll get a lock on the next one. So I think what I'll do is just place this down here, and then that'll hopefully preserve and then keep this safe. The idea is to just protect this spymaster. I'm okay if I lose the armory here, but I don't want to run into a scenario where I lose this here or 3 of these here. So, but let's hope we keep the garrison. I'm okay if I lose this. This is just here to protect this, right? Ideally, this needs to go here, but we can't because it's going to create a loop. It's going to create a square. We want to avoid that. So, okay, let's just run it and pray we get another lock. A solid run. We got 2 locks and a +1 medallion. I think what I'm going to do is not lock any rooms here, because I think the worst outcome possibly would be we lose these 2 rooms. It would suck a little bit, but it'd be okay as long as we don't lose the spymaster. So let's go ahead and close. I do want this to destabilize because obviously here's where the spymaster is going to go. So let's see what happens. Okay, we lose this and this. So I think I'm going to just continue to repeat this process. I will not lock this room. We are still without the spymaster, so yeah. Let us see. Yeah, we want this to destabilize. Again, the only reason this is here is to protect the continuity of this chain here. So I think I'll just place down 2 more rooms. Also, we did, I forgot to mention on the last one, I did level this spymaster up to 3 with our +1 medallion. So, yep, let's place down a alchemy lab again for the +1 medallion chance, and I think that's it. We didn't get any locks this time. I think I'm going to go ahead and just close again, and let's hope we lose the armory here. Okay, we lose these 2. No spymaster still. So, again, we'll just repeat the same process. And if I do manage to get a lock You know what I will do here? I'm just gonna go ahead and yeah. I kind of do want to save this golem because we are kind of getting close to finishing out this spymaster chain. Once I do place enough spymasters roughly around here, that's when I'm going to probably potentially start the golem chain, which is going to be like this. So what I'm going to do is just place one room down instead of two, and we'll run the temple, hoping I get a third lock. If I get a third lock, I'm going to lock here, and then we'll hope for this to destabilize and hope for that spymaster. We got a third lock, so I'm going to go ahead and spend one lock here. We'll close it up, and we lose 2 rooms. We lost the thaumaturge, and we lost the whatever was here. Now, unfortunately, we did not remove the depot, which now we have. Yeah, this is unfortunate. But again, I kind of don't regret placing this here because this was to protect this, and at the time I did not have any locks. So there's nothing we can do to remove this. Yeah, there's nothing we can do to remove this, and now we've got our spy master, but we cannot do the Russian tech and get the spy master here because obviously this is in the way. We have all we need to do it, but and there's no way to remove this, so this is kind of unfortunate. Kind of unfortunate, yeah. So my options are place this armory here, but I don't like that. I really don't like that at all. So I think what I'll do is just I won't place any. Well, I will. I'll place the spy master down. But yeah, kind of unfortunate. We're not gonna get to continue the chain. It is what it is. No point to dwell on it. So I'll just place this down here. This will level up another spy master. We'll lock this again. It's not the end of the world. Not at all the end of the world, but I won't place any more rooms. We want this to destabilize. So it should be almost guaranteed to destabilize on the next go. So we'll see. We'll go ahead and lock this, though. I know that for sure. And let's run it again. This'll level up, like I said, one of the spy masters. We'll be able to use a medallion again to take that to level 3. And yeah, see you on the next one. All right, we got our third lock back. So I am going to go ahead and use it on this spy master here. And in doing so, it's going to obviously preserve it for the next temple so that it can level up another spy master. So if you see, I'm going to lock this here, close it up. And so we've got 1, 2, 3 spy masters still here to level up. And so I believe it was this one that it just leveled up. And there we go. Perfect. We removed our armory, which is exactly what we're looking to do. And so yeah, it leveled this one up. So what we can do here is now level this up to 3. And if I want to, I can continue to do that again. So now that we got this at level 3, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 level 3 spy masters. So I think I'm increasing my chances at seeing lock medallions now. So I may go ahead and spend one on here again. But unfortunately, I don't think I'm quite ready to go ahead and go armory here and then garrison. Yeah, I don't think we're ready to do that. I don't want to cause a problem because that's going to create a square. And then yeah, no, we don't want to do that. I don't think that's the right play. It might be fine to do so, but I'm not 100%. So you know what? We'll just go ahead and lock this again. And based on the next temple, what happens if I get another lock, I may choose to lock this again to help me continue to level up the rest of my spy masters, which in doing so would help me get more locks, which is super important for now. Okay, we're back. We got a lock medallion. I'm gonna go ahead and just leave this. This is gonna destabilize, but it will level up one of our other spy masters, our remaining spy masters. Yeah, so it leveled this up to 2, and there we go. We got our spy master. So okay, so what we can do is we can go. Let's see. We don't have. So we'll go armory here. We'll go garrison here, and we'll go spy master here. And now all I'll need to do is I think we just lock this and this. And I think we'll be fine. I guess we're gonna find out on the next one. We'll find out live. So yeah, we'll be able to lock this and this. And the only thing is, if I do get a third lock, I will lock this just to be safe. But yeah, we shall see. Let's go ahead, and I'm not even going to place any rooms down because we don't want it to mess with the destabilization of either of these. I guess it probably wouldn't hurt. I'll place down a commander. Yeah, I'll place down a commander and leave it at that. Let's go ahead and run it. All right, so we didn't get a third lock on that run, so unfortunately that means we can only lock, we have to lock both spymasters. I just had to check in with a friend to make sure. So yeah, that's all we can do, and we may end up losing this here Legion Barracks, which would be really unfortunate, but not too sure. I haven't been in this situation before, so let's close and see what happens. All right. All right. That works out. That works out. All right, perfect. That's no issue at all. Pretty happy with that. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. We maintained our chain, and we could continue forward. All right, that's perfectly fine. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Thank you very much. Uh, that's a relief. So to continue on, we need this to destabilize. We continue and place down a another guardhouse, another garrison. But yeah, this needs to destabilize next, so we're not going to place our armory down. We want this here to destabilize, so yeah, let's go ahead and place down, I guess, a commander here. We'll place a thaumaturge here, and I don't know. I guess I'll just go do that, and we'll run the temple and come back, and hopefully we have ourselves some more locks. Luckily, I did get at least one lock on this run. I am gonna go ahead. I might be fine to just lock the barracks here, but I'm gonna go ahead and lock the spymaster instead, just again to err on the side of caution and be safe. So let's go ahead and do that. Because to lose the barracks is fine, but to lose the spy is no, I don't want to sign myself up for that. But let's close it up. Okay, we lose the commander here, and yeah. So we need this to destabilize once again. So then again we can just go armory, garrison, and spy, and we're nearing the end of our chain here. So I'm not going to use my reroll here. I'm just going to, I'm not even going to place any more rooms down because we need this to destabilize. So let's just run the temple again and see what we end up with. Got one lock medallion back, and we got a second reroll medallion. Happy with that. So once again, I'm going to go ahead and lock the spymaster just to be safe. I probably would be fine just locking this, but I just don't want to do something if I'm not 100% on it. Like I'm like 99.99% sure, but I just don't want to yeah, you know, so let's just go ahead and do it to be safe. Okay, perfect. And now, yeah, perfect. This is exactly what we're looking for. So we don't have a, oh, there, and we got a, oh man, that's really handy. And we got a sack chamber again. So what we can do is we can continue on with armory here. We can use our garrison here. And I guess we'll place down the sack chamber, I guess, here. Unfortunately, you know, and what we could do, that would be really, really handy, is we could go, I could re-roll here. This might not be the best use for a re-roll, but I think I will go ahead and re-roll, because what would happen if we re-roll and we get our spymaster? We get to place our spymaster down, and we get to sack the, well, wait. I think if I re-roll, that's one thing I'm not 100% on. If I re-roll, do I keep the sack room? Not 100% on that. I guess there's only one way to find out, so let's re-roll. And see, as expected, yeah, just as I thought, wasn't 100%. So there, I guess I learned something, and maybe you guys here, anyone watching, learned something as well. That's valuable, important to know. If you re-roll, you lose your sacrifice button. So I don't know if we'll get it back when we close the temple again the next go. Okay, we're back. We managed to get one lock only there. So I am going to go ahead and preserve the chain here with a lock, and we'll close. We lose the sack chamber. and the thaumaturge or whatever that was there. We got a sack chamber back, but no spymaster. So here's an opportunity where I could reroll. Yeah, I think I just reroll here, hoping for a spymaster. And we didn't get a spymaster, but we got another sack chamber. Uh, so I guess I'll just place the. Yeah, what I'll do here is I'll place down the sack chamber. I'll place down the corruption chamber here. I'll place down a path, and I'll place down a Alcalab here and a workshop here. Okay, we're back, and we came out with 3 locks this time, which I'm really, really happy to see. So here we'll go ahead and lock the garrison just to preserve this. We're going to close the temple, but we're out of crystals now, so we won't know if we have a spy master. So I guess I'll just lock here, and that's all. That's all for now. So yeah, I did consider using the lock on the sack chamber just again because that would be nice for next time. If we were to get a spy master, we could place it down and then I could use the sack chamber button to remove this depot just to make things easier to move forward. But nonetheless, okay, whatever. This I think may be the end. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna call this the end of part 2. So I'm gonna farm more crystals and I'll come back and see you guys on part 3.